What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I'm finally back at home from the Midwest. Went from 20 degrees to 70 degrees in like 2 hours. Man, it feels good to be back in Charlotte. Today's video, I'm gonna take a look at some of your guys' rides and builds over at the Facebook group that we've made a couple of months ago. This group is taking off. We're already at 4,000 members in the group. And it is a private group, so I have to approve all of the people that come through and request to join. I can tell just by the amount of people that I'm approving on a daily basis, this group is really starting to blow up. So every now and then I like to check in with this group and kind of take a look at all the people who are sharing inspiration, asking questions, and just providing photos and videos of their builds. And I think it's a great way for me to interact with you guys. It seems like a lot of you guys that are subscribed to the channel are a part of this group as well, which is really cool. Now, while the group is mostly BMW, I do encourage anyone who wants to be a part of the group, just join. You don't have to have a certain kind of car. You don't have to have a certain amount of mods done. It can be completely stock. I don't care what you drive. Feel free to join the group and just ask questions and just be a part of the community. It's actually a super positive group. A lot of people with great insight, great information, and also really good questions. On top of that, some very sick builds. So let's go ahead and take a look at the group today and see what we're working with. All right, we're joined here today with the co-anchor, Bob, running the show over here. He's gonna tell me what he thinks about your builds. So if he has some harsh words, don't blame me. I'm just the messenger. This is the dude really calling the shots here. He has a very particular style, particular taste when it comes to builds. So hopefully you guys pass the Bob test. No, but for real, you guys, here we are in the Thic Whips group. I'll have it linked down below, but it's just Thic Whips on Facebook. Like I said, anyone and all people can join. Even if you're a business and you want to promote your business in this group, by all means, go for it. As long as it's car related or automotive related and it has something to do with the group, I'm totally down and all about you guys sharing and building and growing your businesses as well as your social medias. If you guys are a content creator or YouTube or Instagram, whatever you want to do, just share it in here, man. A lot of cool insight going on, a lot of unique builds, and just good people in this community that we're building. So it's been a lot of fun so far. So we got about 4,000 members so far, and every month we pick a new cover photo. Last month it was a tie between two people. You can see them up at the top, this beautiful M2 competition in a wide body E46 M3, looks like it's in Laguna. So for today, I'm just gonna kind of run through the group and show you guys the different cars that are in here. This is not really organized by any manner. I'm just kind of picking whatever I see and just talking about it. There is one thing that I do want to talk about quick that I think is really cool. If you guys look at popular topics in this group, you can see it goes by hashtags. M3 Touring is one of the more popular ones in here. It's a more recent one. So we've got this guy, I believe he is out of Australia, and he is building a F81, a touring, basically a wagon M3. Now there is someone in the States who has already done this. So this is a buddy of mine, David. He has the one and only one, I believe, in the States. He's out of Portland, Oregon, an F81, a touring M3. So he actually bought a donor car and made this this F80, this BMW M3 wagon, which is super cool, man. And so big props to him. So he's the first one to do it in the States, which I think is just so cool and unique. It's in San Marino. It's got literally the whole thing, everything that an F80 M3 would have, it has, but in a wagon version. And you see it's manual. Dude, it's just such a unique and cool build that he has this going on in the States. Very, 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 very cool. So going back to our group over here, we have someone who is doing it in Australia, which is really cool. So he's buying, basically what it seems like is he's buying a couple of different donor cars and he's sort of putting this together. He's building it up. So yeah, you can see down here, donor car number 2, which was a crashed F80. And then donor car number 1, I'm assuming was an F31, a touring wagon F30. And so he's gonna pull the engine out of that and probably just take the whole front clip of the F81 and put it onto the wagon, I would assume. But a very unique and cool build. I love that people are doing stuff like this, man. It just shows that there's much more to building cars than having the fastest car. That this is such a unique and just honestly an inspirational build that this guy is doing. I loved it when I saw that my buddy David had built one in San Marino, and he is sharing all this stuff in our Thic Whips group. So yeah, big props to him. Super excited to follow that build, dude. Get a YouTube channel, start posting this stuff on YouTube. People will watch it. It would be really interesting to watch the entire process of buying each donor car and building that up. And who knows, maybe we'll do something similar. Anyways, so that's pretty cool. You can search, throughout the group via hashtags, whatever is, more popular and what is popping up. But let's start scrolling down. bam, right off the rip, we got a wide body E92, and it looks like this guy's been working on it for quite a while. I guess it's probably a 335 or something, but it looks cool. It looks like he has a lot of work to do left on it. Looks like it's not painted or anything, and it needs a little bit of fitment stuff. I mean, that's the thing when it comes to like wide bodies. Some people just take the wide body kits and like slap them on, but wide body kits really do take a lot of work to like make them actually look good. My opinion, I wouldn't just like slap a wide body kit on. I would go through the process of actually sanding it down, cutting things up, making sure that it fit actually like OEM as good as possible. I really don't know of any wide body kits that you can just pop out of the box and throw on and they fit well or look perfect, because all of these kits have discrepancies that you kind of have to fix in the bodywork phase, and then of course go through the paint phase. And the rivets thing, I don't love seeing the rivets, man. If I could, if I did do a wide body, it would either be mounted from the back or it would be molded. But then again, you know, when it comes to like the molded thing, you run into some issues with molded kits cracking down the road, and it's just, it can be tough with wide bodies. So I think the best way to do a wide body is to have it reverse mounted from the back. Like M2 Ghost, you know, my buddy Matt, he has his PSM wide body kit mounted in from the back, so it looks very flush and clean, and just kind of like hides all of those rivets and everything. Anyways, great build. Looks like you're off to a good start, man. So this is cool. This guy's posting up, show us your personalized plates, you know what I mean? So we got threads like that in here, which are super dope. That actually looks like a pretty sick M4. I don't know how I feel about all like the colors on the back, but like to each their own, you know, dope build. He's got the rain light diffuser going on. He's got like some blacked out tail lights, pretty sick. So yeah, a lot of people in here, man, just posting up their stuff. We got, I saw this one the other day. I thought it was pretty sick. This is a F30 coming through. So mineral gray on like some bronze wheels. Look, oh my God. Mineral gray on some bronze wheels. It looks really good, dude. I love, like that looks really good. I love mineral gray with bronze. Like those two together. I think gray in general with bronze wheels looks just amazing. It's a very, I like the plate, bro. I don't think that's real. But I love when people do the mineral gray and bronze. I think it's a great combination. This build looks super sick, man. I like the spoiler you got in the back. I'm assuming it's a 340. He's got the GTS tail lights. Looks super, super good. Very nice, like OEM plus spec. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. It's just some really good looking wheels on it. Nice drop. Very clean. I like it. I like it, man. You don't gotta over complicate things. Just keep it simple. Good looking build. Good looking build. So you got people in here asking about coolant, someone talking about they just bought some wheels, so avant-garde. So I saw this dude's E46 M3 the other day. Oh, so good. So it is a convertible and it's SMG. Those are the two things that like, but just white E46 M3s look so good, so good. Just installed the Active AutoWorks Axleback exhaust system. Let's see what he's talking about. Sounds pretty good, man. Nice, nice. I'm assuming that's a 328. Active makes really good exhaust systems. Either way, I mean, they actually make a lot of good stuff. Active is pretty well known for, you know, superchargers and stuff like that. They make a lot of good products. Active is a great brand. Any chance my small little YouTube channel can get to 50 subs? Absolutely love this group and enjoy making content regardless. Any tips, criticism? See, that's what I mean, man. Like this is why this is a cool group, is because like there's people in here who are just trying to grow, and I'm all about it. So this is Supra A91. Video froze. I don't know what's happening. He's at 45 subscribers. You guys go sub to this guy. Let's get him over 50. Supra 91. I just love to see it, dude. I love to see people out there like trying to build stuff and create things and just getting after it. This guy just bought a 340 2018. Looks super clean, dude. I love the mineral gray, man. I think it's a great color. Just added this E92 to the garage, bro. M3. All right, so love it. First of all, E92 goals, want one. Looks amazing. Love the I think those are the EC7 on the E92. Always look super good. I would much prefer just the OEM trunk with even like an OEM spoiler on it, or like a paint match spoiler on it, and just keep it very clean and simple. This, but I see a lot of people that rock like the carbon fiber ones, and they're cool. They're like, I think they look really good, but something about the shape of them just, I don't know. This looks off to me. Like even my F30, I look back at like my F30 pictures from back in the day when I had the carbon trunk on there, and I'm just kind of like, I don't really love it anymore. I don't know, maybe I just like my taste has changed over time, but not a big fan. But either way, bro, fantastic car, congrats. I know my buddy Jay has been searching for an E90 like heavy, and he's about to pull the trigger on one, and I can't wait. I really want to get an E92 or an E90 again. I just love that car. I love that platform, and I totally miss it. We got a 328 guy in here asking some questions. So yeah, dude, it's great to see it. It's great to see the group growing and building up like this. All right, don't typically see these in here. Cool, X3 M40. This dude's ripping it. I love it, bro. B58. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. He's ripping the canyons in an X3 M40. See? The car's dope. I love it, dude. I think the X3s are just so sick in general. Like all the X3s, man. Like all of the X3Ms and the M40s, like they're just badass cars. Should I flash back to stock before I change spark plugs? Or not necessary? Not necessary, my friend. Ooh, that is saucy, bro. On the BBSs? Okay. Okay, so his trunk is a little bit different. He has like the CSL style trunk, which is a little more round. Those don't bother me as much. Still don't love them. But this thing is beautiful. He's got Stop Tech BBK. He's got BBSs. He's got, I mean, the red. I think the red is one of the sexiest colors in the E92. Looks like carbon roof. I mean, this thing is sick. So interesting that this guy got out of a M2 competition and went to the E92. These M2 competitions, M3, M4, F80s, like they're going for a lot of money right now. So it's like, if you can get out of the, I mean, if you can get out of the car and make some money, it's like, why wouldn't you? I think the E92s and E90s, obviously everything's inflated, but you can still get them at like a pretty good value. But dude, the gold BBSs with the red is just such a vibe. It's such a good looking combination. I think Spencer Burke has the same setup, right? He has a very similar setup on his E90. He's got that Momola red E90 with the gold BBSs. It just looks amazing. It just looks amazing. And the E92s, that's the one I want to go for next. I had an E90, as you guys know, but I want to do E92 next. And that thing is money. That thing is perfect looking. I love it, dude. Sick car. What's his Instagram? Brian's.m3. Right on, bro. Right on. Congrats on the new car. 3.5, 3.7, 0 to 60 with just a downpipe and a tune. Does seem pretty quick for an M55. Good morning, guys. Looking for opinions and help. I've been looking for an F80 M3 for a while, but if you have some time now, really let me know. I'm stuck. I'm having problems with knowing what's a good deal or what's not. I've found a 16 M3 Secure Orange, Marl Brown interior, dream spec, has executive package and driver assistant package, is a BMW local dealer, private 46. Vehicle 77K miles on it. Okay, anytime you're buying a newer car like this, the spec is so important. Like, make sure you buy the spec that you want. And if you haven't found it, hold off. Just wait till you find the right one, because pulling the trigger early on one when you start compensating for part of the spec that you've really wanted, I think always just kind of takes away from the enjoyment of the vehicle in the long run. So if this is the exact spec you want, and you like haven't seen many of them come through, I would just try and go for this one. Just try and get the best price that you possibly can. I think for a 16 in Secure Orange, I can never pronounce it right, with the brown interior, which is a very interesting combination. If this is the spec you want, then go after it, but just be aggressive about the negotiating. Price is 46K, the mileage is getting sort of high. I mean, it's not like crazy, but for a 16, 77K miles, I don't know, it's probably kind of normal for someone who actually like drives their car quite a bit. But it's obviously clean, no accidents, one owner, those are all really good things. I would say for sure, just get that crank hub done right away and try to like try to figure that into your buying price. So like if you have 50K, you know, don't spend over 47. Like make sure that you leave some room there so you can go ahead and get that crank hub taken care of. They want 46K. Seems a little bit high, but then it's a dealership, and that's what they do, man. They mark these up pretty good. So what I've learned from dealing with other dealerships is that you never take that first deal and you never buy right away. Unless it's like a really, really hot car that you know for sure is going to sell out from under you, which has happened to me multiple times in the past. Play that game because there's always room. Never pay what they're asking. There's always room there. And you want to make sure that you work it into the deal. Also, don't say that you're buying it cash. Even if you are, don't say that you're buying it cash or that you're financing. It doesn't matter. The dealership actually makes less money if you're paying for the car cash. They want to make money off of you financing. So like the best combination is maybe throw down a little bit of cash and finance some of it. And then if you want and like you don't love the finance rate, then refinance through like your local bank or your local credit union after you've had the car for a few months, whatever you want to do. That's typically what I do if I don't like the rate that I get from the dealer, because I know I can always get a better rate through my bank. So I would say for a car like this, one owner, 77K miles, I would start at like 42. That might seem a little bit low, but or maybe it's not. Honestly, I don't like know the F80 market a little bit, but this just tells me right off the rip that like if they're asking for 46K, then I'm gonna go down to like 41, 42, and I'm gonna start there and see where we end up. Also, after you've gone through a bit of the negotiating, I personally don't like to buy right away. I always walk away. That it is part of the game, and every time that I've done that, like I've gone and looked at a car and shown interest and started at 42 and kind of, you know, found that middle ground. Let's say you start at 42 and they're not willing to go below like 44.5 or 45. Then I will simply walk away. Typically, every time that I walk away, they end up calling me. And they're like, hey, you know, just so you know, that car that you were looking at, like we can work in a better deal. Always, like every time. They want to sell that car to you, trust me. So just be smart about it. Never like get emotionally attached to that deal right away. Never get emotionally attached to the car while you're there. Just hold up, take a break. Save yourself a little bit of cash, you know, take some time with it. Like I said, unless it's like a super hot car that you know is gonna sell, just play that negotiating game a little bit and you'll have a little bit more power if you walk away from the first deal, and you'd be surprised. They'll call you back and be like, hey, we thought, you know, we looked at the numbers. I talked to my supervisor, we looked at the numbers, and we can do it for 44, you know what I mean? So in a nutshell, just do some negotiating. There's definitely room here. Like if they're starting at 46, I think that you should expect to get the car for 43, 44. But if this is the spec that you really, really want, sometimes it's just worth it to pay a little bit more to get that exact spec. It all comes down to the spec though. All of it, it always comes down to the spec. Be very picky in particular when it comes to the spec that you want. Don't compromise. I wanted the competition package, but maybe I can just like add some of the stuff later. If you really want that competition package, just find one that is a competition package and just budget yourself and make sure you can afford it, and then go ahead and get that one. That's always the best way to do it. Don't compromise to just pay less and not get the one you want. Find a way to afford the one you want. Start making a little more money, get a side, you know the deal. Just make sure you find the one that you want. Merry Christmas, that's what's up, bro. Like the car, 5 Series. I'm not a fan of the grills. We've gotta stop the multicolored grills. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Am I the only one? Like, why are they, I'm not like trying to be a hater. I think they're so tacky. They look so tacky on the front of cars. My opinion doesn't really matter all that much. But when it comes to my taste, I don't love the tri-colored grills so much. You guys tell me what you think. Oh, cool, dude. So this is what I love about, obviously this is like a worldwide group, and we have so many people coming out with like these builds that are just way different than what we have here in the US. This thing is dope. Little BMW hatch. Sick, love it. Crazy how like different countries just get like different specs of cars. 435 lowered on H&R sport springs would get into the regular wash with, oh no. Wash rail without hitting the front bumper? Oh bro, stop going to those washes. I personally think that you should always hand wash your cars. Now I know that that doesn't work with everyone's like location, lifestyle, but those automated washes are so hard on your paint, man, and they're hard on your wheels, and they're not good for the car. It's all about the prep. Get a good prep. Find yourself a garage, And hand wash your car like once a week if you can. That's typically what I do with all my cars. Hi, question. I installed a steering wheel with paddles. Car is pre-wired and correctly coded transmission and everything. Getting this error, paddles not working. Shift paddles, short circuit to positive or open circuit. So you probably have a loose wire or something. If someone did it like aftermarket, like I did on my previous one and wired it up, it might not have been that great of a job. Yeah, exactly. First person that commented, you have a loose connection or a bad wire. So go through your wires and check them. Xmas Eve shopping, dude. Looks really good. Love the F30 mineral gray. Looks amazing on like some anthracite wheels. Looks really, really clean. Love to see it, dude. Ooh, okay. Oh my God. E90 M3, supercharged on BBSs. I mean, I would love to have some BBSs. I'm gonna get some in the future. At some point on one of my builds, I'll have BBSs, I promise. But they're so expensive, dude. They're so expensive. But dude, these wheels on this car, on white with the, dirty. That thing looks amazing. Well done. A90, Alpine white, BBSs. Hello, young lady. She's got the other cat crying, bro. Looks amazing. We got some donuts going on. Thic. That's right, buddy. Just lighten it up. Who needs tires anyways? Right on, bro. Good stuff, good stuff. Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas right back at you. So how does everyone feel about the M2 bumpers on the F30? I have one in my garage. I have an M2 bumper for the F30 in my garage, but I might save it for a different project. I also have a wide body kit in my garage. Might save that for a different project too. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I got some other projects coming up that are gonna be pretty crazy, so it'll make a little more sense later. Anyways, guys, this video is gonna be like an hour long if I don't cap this off, but dude, the group is growing and you guys should definitely join. There's so much good stuff in here, dude. It's all good. Any fast B48s or am I the only fast one? Damn. I just gapped an R3. Was this the guy? Oh, dude. Anyways, it's a fun group. There's a lot of good stuff going on in here, and a lot of good inspiration too. If you're like trying to figure out how you want to build your car, there's a lot of good information in here. Good job, man. Nice ratings. Not a whole lot of rating going on, but just checking out the page, checking out what you guys are posting, and I love to see it, man. There's so much awesome stuff happening in that Facebook group. Highly suggest you join. Anyways, guys, like I said before, last week on the 23rd, the new engine did arrive for the 340. So I believe we are going to be installing that this week, and we should hopefully have the car running by the new year. But nonetheless, we will have more B58 340 content coming up soon. And after we get the 340 running and everything good, I am going to be diving into disassembling the old one and building that motor. That, of course, is also going to take a little bit of time, but just be patient. The project that I have lined up for that engine is going to be one of the coolest, if not the coolest, that I personally think I've done on the channel, and I think that you guys are really going to enjoy it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Love you. Hope you had a great holidays. See you in the next one.